Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope everybody's having an amazing day and week. Um, Today, with the sound, I went for a little bit of a more acoustic and moody sound. So be ready for some sad songs. I was trying to hold off on the gloomy songs, but I was only able to resist for 2 weeks, and I'm giving up. I still hope you enjoy. Here's the new Leith Ross. Welcome back again to ATM, aka At the Moment. This is DJ Alex V, and you just heard the new, extremely gorgeous, amazing, sought after Leith Ross and Bracket Wichita by Bon Iver. So, if you guys haven't heard of Leith Ross, it's this artist that I don't know recently came up through TikTok. Yeah, but the music is just. It's so emotional and really pretty and acoustic. The lyricism is so good. I really like it, and you guys should check them out. Today, in light of the important award season, I wanted to talk about the Grammys and my predictions, especially who I want to win. But I do want to add that I don't like to put much importance into award shows a lot, because honestly, you will always get disappointed because they're mostly rigged. They kind of suck, but the gimmick of guessing can be kind of fun, especially when there's a surprising underdog win. So I'm doing a couple categories, the ones that I'm excited for the most, or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So the first one is Record of the Year. The nominees are "I Still Have Faith in You" by ABBA. Freedom by Jon Batiste. I honestly have not heard of this artist. The next one is "I Get a Kick Out of You" by Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Actually, I have been listening to a lot of jazz-y songs lately, and this album is so good. It has some really pretty romantic jazz songs. I really like it. Lady Gaga's voice, when she does jazz, is so beautiful. I can't believe she wouldn't do music like this before, but still, it's really good. Next nominee is "Peaches" by Justin Bieber, featuring Daniel Caesar and Giveon. I actually can't even remember what the song sounds like. I'm gonna be honest. At this point, any release by Justin Bieber is just I'm not that interested. Next one is "Right on Time" by Brandi Carlile. I honestly don't know this artist, but it sounds like it would be country. Brandi Carlile sounds like a country artist. I don't know if it's right. Another nominee is "Kiss Me More" by Doja Cat featuring SZA. Then "Happier Than Ever" by Billie Eilish. Montero, "Call Me By Your Name" by Lil Nas X. Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, and "Leave the Door Open" by Silk Sonic, which I absolutely love. I love Bruno Mars, and I love Anderson .Paak, and I was so excited to hear when they both announced that they were going to collaborate for Silk Sonic. Honestly, there are some really good nominees, and I have no idea who's gonna win, but my predictions would be either "Kiss Me More," Doja Cat and SZA, maybe Montero by Lil Nas X. Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, I feel for sure has some winning potential. It was just so popular last year. I feel it kind of wouldn't make any sense if it didn't win. I feel it's gonna sweep a lot of the categories because it was just so popular and well received by the public. I don't know if Silk Sonic would win, but I would love if they did, because just the production on the songs they've put out so far, it's just so good. And then for Best New Artist, there is Arush Aftab, Jimmy Allen, Baby Keem, Phineas, Glass Animals, Japanese Breakfast, The Kid Laroi, Arlo Parks, Olivia Rodrigo, and Saweetie. Honestly, there are some artists here that I don't think are new. Like, they have been popular for a while, but they should get some recognition. I would love it if Japanese Breakfast won. I love Japanese Breakfast and Arlo Parks. That would just be amazing if they won. I would be like so proud because I've been listening to them for a while, so I'd be like, oh, they're finally like getting the recognition they deserve. But yeah, we are going back on break, and I'm playing a couple songs. We're playing some Bleachers, Faye Webster, and Elliott Smith. Hope you enjoy. We are back from the break, and you just heard Strange Behavior by Bleachers, I Know You by Faye Webster, and Everything Reminds Me of Her by Elliott Smith. I wanted to start doing media recommendations every show, so like movies, series, games, books, anything of the sort. Obviously except music, because I do that every week. But to be honest, I haven't had a lot of time to read lately because of work and school. So whenever I have free time, I kind of just lay around and rest. But the last book I read was Homesick for Another World by Ottessa Moshfegh, and I really liked it, so hopefully I will get more motivation to read during the summer. Also, The Worst Person in the World, which was nominated for an Oscar in the International Films category, I believe, but Drive My Car won, which I haven't watched yet, but I will for sure get into that this weekend because I have heard a lot of great things about it. Especially because it was based on a short story by Haruki Murakami, which I really like. The only downside is that, well, it could be good if I like it, but it's 3 hours long. So it does take a little bit of drive to be able to watch it at once. And I don't want to watch it in parts because usually that makes it like lose the effect or whatever. Also, I do want to say, yes, I did watch the Oscars live, and no, I will not comment on the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock ordeal. Like, yes, it was a little shocking for like the first 30 minutes, but then, I don't know, I feel like the internet will take any pop culture happening and run it to the ground until it's like the most repetitive and like substance lacking thing ever. Like the Julia Fox Uncut Gems thing, like it was funny for the first 5 minutes, but then people will like repeat it until it's like just too much, kind of annoying. Anyways, I wanted to say that, so me and my friends started doing this thing where every month we will write our favorite things of the month, which can include like absolutely anything, like concepts, ideas, objects, like products. And since we are currently in the last week of March, I thought I could share some of my March 2022 faves. So, okay. Number one is leaving my math class. Not in the middle of it, but like after. Just like the feeling of leaving. Like it's the best. Then it's Trillionaire Mindset Podcast. It's the podcast with Ben Kahn and Emile DeRosa, I think, on the Tiny Meat Gang studio. I really like it. It's kind of like a finance podcast, but it has like a comedy aspect to it, which, to be honest, I do not watch it for the finance part of it, but I do learn some things sometimes, which is kind of nice, because I can get out of it like having laughed a little bit and also be like, oh, I know what like how trading stocks works a little bit now. And then the next one is having a Duolingo streak. So last year I started doing Duolingo. I wanted to learn Italian because Italian's a really pretty language. And I had a month streak, which was really nice, but then school started and I wasn't able to do it again. But like a week ago or something, I was like, oh, I should start doing Duolingo again. Like, it's a really like nice, healthy habit. So I thought I should, start again. And I currently have, well, it wasn't a week ago, it was 2 weeks ago. I currently have a 14 or 15 day streak. So yes, I am bragging. My next one is 2012 YouTube VidCon vlogs. Tell me that wasn't like the best time. Like just watching, like going to VidCon was like my biggest dream as like a 10-year-old. Like I would have done anything to be able to go to VidCon and meet like my favorite YouTubers. But I don't know, like it was just like a really nice time. And then my other 3 ones are acting like it's summer, thinking about summer, maladaptive daydreaming about summer. So clearly you could tell that I'm really happy and not stressed about school at all at the moment. I'm doing really good. My next one is the NYX Serum Concealer. I love that thing. I've been using it ever since I got it every day. Well, whenever I wear makeup. But it's like, it blends so good into my skin and it looks really natural. So I really like that. What else? Oh, I love, I've been making my own like lattes because I have an espresso machine, so I make maple lattes, which are really good. And then drinks. I love having drinks now. I used to not be a drinker, but I'm a drink girl now. I used to be more of a snack girl, but now I'm a drink girl. So I always have like a little Celsius or like a little Red Bull, just something like flavored. I don't know, it's nice to have one. But yeah, those are my March 2022 faves. And we're going back on break. You will listen to some tunes by Phoebe Bridgers, Matt Maltese, and Flight. Hope you guys enjoy. And we are back from the break. You just listened to Demi Moore by Phoebe Bridgers, Crystal by Matt Maltese, and Love is an Accident by Flight. I said last show that I wanted to do a deep dive every show on an artist that I play. And this week I wanted to do a deep dive on Flight, which is one of my favorite bands. I've been listening to them for a couple years, and here's their bio. Okay. London-based Flight began to form when Will Taylor and John Sopran started playing together aged 11 at their local comprehensive school. Later, Nick Hill would join a series of lineup changes. Taylor's parents were both English teachers, and inevitably, various literary influences trickled into the trio's music. The band even taking its name from Sebastian Flight of Evelyn Waugh's Brideshead Revisited. In autumn 2017, the band released their debut album, The Loved Ones, under Island Records to widespread acclaim. The Sunday Times naming it the best British debut of the year. Then followed a number of headline tours around the UK and Europe, as well as support tours with the Lemon Twigs and Lord Hearn. During a personally tumultuous year, the band's music started to take a skater, more confessional turn. Whilst writing and demoing their follow-up album, Flight teamed up against the long-term collaborator Burke Reed, who has produced for Courtney Barnett and Julia Jacqueline, to produce the White Roses EP in 2019, with the Staves lending guest vocals in the title track. After extensive tour of US and Europe, they made the move to Los Angeles to complete their second album, This Is Really Going to Hurt, collaborating with producers Justin Raisin, who has produced for Angel Olsen and Yves Tumor, which I played last show, Dave Cerminara, who has produced for Father John Misty, and Andrew Sarlo, who has produced for Big Thief, in what is surely their most ambitious and emotionally exposed work to date. Flight's debut album in 2017's The Loved Ones was a mentoring exploration of people's emotions. The London band, then a 4-piece, found inspiration from books, films, and friends to create Soaring Majesty. Album 2, though, finds them turning towards after the breakdown of vocalist Will Taylor's 8-year relationship with the folk-infused "This Is Really Going to Hurt," the group put his bad time to music. In "This Is Really Going to Hurt," the swaying track named "Losing You," meanwhile it's pretty but obsessive, the musical equivalent of leaving your ex a drunken voicemail about how much you hate them but you still want them back. That bitterness flows through the funk-driven track named "I've Got a Girl," which was written about the departure of keyboardist Sam Carriage, who left the band in 2019. But for some reason, the track still makes a villain out of an unnamed woman. So there was some drama. So there was 4 members in flight, and then, like the track "I've Got a Girl" story tells, that this member left because of a relationship. The rest of the album follows a similar path, with Flight creating beautiful folk to convey a venomous anger. The raw, ragged production lets the harmony shine and highlights the fraught emotion nipping at the vocals. So that was the Replyo. I really like their latest album. It's just really, it's sad. But there's some like really nice happy songs. So it's kind of like a folk-ish Brit-pop sound. I really want to see them on tour, but they're not coming here anywhere close to the RGV or even Texas anytime soon. But hopefully sometime in the future they will be able to come and I will be able to see them live, because that would be just the best thing ever. I really love them. We are going back on a music break. We are listening to "Fell in Love at 22" by Starflyer 59, "The One Thing" by Sufjan Stevens, "Babylon" by Alex G, and "Just for Today" by Clairo.